Yo, it is day 150. Can you believe it? Oh, I didn't put the counter on. Jeez, I didn't even bring it out here. We gotta go in and get it. It's day 150. Might as well flip this around too. Yo, here, let's flip this and let's go get the counter. Jeez, I totally forgot. There you go, day 150. But I left the counter inside, so let's go get it. We're all gonna go get it together. Yo, how's it going? Day 150, can you believe it? I can't. Yo, the one night, what's up? I left the counter for the hits in here. Oh man, I was walking around with it. Where did I put it? There it is. How's it going? Yo, the Lord of Best, what's up? Here we go. Let's get this all set up. I started a live stream. I forgot to put the counter on our friend Bob. Day 150. We're on 438,000 hits, which is crazy. But that's where we're at. Great. We're actually like almost halfway to a year. We're still on track. We're getting hits on Bob here. All right, let's get this going. We're good till, I don't know, we're going at least a couple hours. See how many hits we get tonight. Okay, it's working. Oh, man. It's like 42 degrees out here. It's great. $42 degrees and like no wind. Oh, hey, well I appreciate it. Well, thanks. I try and be a good role model, I guess, too, you know. Well, thanks. As you can see, we don't have a beard anymore. This is my look. My next fight is Sunday. This is my look for it. Move this over a little more, because actually I can't really. No, this is what we need to do. We need to move the. We need to move the spotlights over a little more. Now I can see. Hold on. Like. Oh. Did you ever look at the light and makes you sneeze? Oh, that happened to me. Peppered Stones, yo, what's up? Hey. Guess what? We got. What is today? Wednesday? Thursday? My next fight is 4 days from now. 4 days from now, I will be already done with it. So that's it's coming up pretty quick. What's up, Cat? Also, getting some hits in day 150. Everybody, that's crazy. Actually, doesn't seem like it's that long ago. 150 days isn't really like a super long time, but for hitting Bob, it is. For hitting this guy, 150 days. Actually, it's only been probably about 130 or something. So we've had days off, but it's still a lot of time to be out here doing this. Oh, man, yo. It is. It's like 42 degrees, but there's no wind. So I'm good with that. This is the look, the new mustache look. I had to have one last no-shirt live stream with a mustache. Dude, I wonder what these dogs are barking at. It's not me. They've been barking since before I got out here. Well, thanks. Yo, macho alert. I guess. Yo, Foxum! Hey, how's it going tonight? How are you doing? Got a new look. So I'm keeping the mustache till, let's see, it'll be to like maybe I'll keep it through Thanksgiving. We'll go out for Black Friday. I want to put on armor to go for Black Friday and armor. I think Black Friday shopping in armor would be good. Charles Bronson, yo, don't I look? I kind of do look like him, huh? I'm not as tough as that dude, though. Yeah, they're barking at you. They heard you rolling up. Yeah, I want to do Black Friday shopping in armor. I probably don't even buy anything. But yeah, this is a better spot right here. That was a good live stream, world. If anybody doesn't know, do you know where I just came from? What the world's gaming? As I just looked up, there's 5 of us. There's 4 of us. So just thanks for tuning in. Yo, we'll get there. It's early. I gotta make sure this thing's counting too. That's the other thing. I get paranoid. You know, this app shut off one time, and I lost this. All right, it's counting. Just making sure. Just every once in a while now, I gotta look to make sure that it's still working. Yo, Chris. Well, thanks. Yep. Do you know how my days go? Well, I had a lot going on yesterday. I didn't even get on here yesterday. I missed everybody's live streams. But a lot of times, you know, I'll wake up. Either I'll be on, or I'll be like, oh, like Woodland is on a lot of times in the morning. I'll go there. And then Featherfall was streaming tonight. So I was there. And then What the World. Me again. So it's just like, boy, a lot of time spent on here. It's not like I'm just sitting down though a lot of times. You know, I actually I had to get some stuff done on my armor today. So I just figured I'd live stream that. Can I have it? Oh, I can. But then when I put it on the front, then I can't punch like this. And either way, it's still, if it's underneath the shirt, then I'm still not going to be able to see it. Yo, Maddie! What's up? How's it been? How you been? Because sometimes I like to punch down here, and that's where I used to tape it, like right there. So when it's on the back, plus then every once in a while I know if I do kick or something, that would have been kicking into the phone. So I need to get the belt. I'm glad you're not out. Good to see you. I know it's been a while. Tatum, thanks for the share. Yo, TikTok always tells you when someone shares because they tell me to tell more people to share. That's how the app works. So yeah, we got four days from now. My fights will be over, and I won't have another one till like February. Yo, thanks for the share again. Whoever did that. Who did that? Oh, yeah. I'll be live streaming fights on Saturday. Yeah. Well, yesterday, or last time I was on was that when I had some armor on? I decided not to put it on. I don't want to totally wear myself out. I think if I had armor on every day now, it might have been a bad idea. So we're still going to get hits on Bob. Maybe we'll put some on tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, I'm good. I also don't want to show up like overworked. Nice. Yeah, Saturday. Yo, yeah. Darla needs that walk. Whoa. I'm pretty sure on Sunday the duels start at 10. So I'm guessing that Saturday, probably about 10 a.m. like Eastern time, like New York City time, is when I should be live. I'm just a spectator Saturday. Excalibur, what up? Yeah, I didn't get on here at all yesterday, which is surprising. Well, no, I take that back. I posted a video yesterday. I think I posted 2 videos yesterday. But I had no live stream. It was just such a busy day. I got up late for one. I was telling everybody, yeah, I'll be on at like 9 a.m. Wrong. Then today, you know, got up late again. But we went to this Paul McCartney concert. That and plus with, I think with all this extra exercise I'm doing, like extra cardio, extra hits on Bob, I think I'm actually like, man, I mean, I gotta sleep like, I slept like 10 hours. My alarm's went off. I was like, bro, I wasn't feeling it. Let's see if we can get in tonight, though. Yo, Rex Caliber, what's up? This is a good back scratcher if I put it the other way. It's 42 degrees out here. It's nice though without the see, I gotta shave all this back hair off. Oh. There's no wind, so it's like I'm standing in a refrigerator. Well, thank you, appreciate it. I was like last November. I was 220. I'm down to like 186. I've been holding the 180s now for probably like 5 months, which is great. Feel a lot better jumping around and stuff at 180 than 220. I think when I was heavier, man, I think I was just hurting my joints. It's fit. No, yeah, I like about 45 to 55 with no wind. This is my favorite. This is probably my last shirtless live stream for a while. I thought after shaving the mustache, I'd throw everyone for a loop. People would be tuning in and be like, who's this dude? What do you think? Should I dye it black? Like straight black for this event coming up? I'm like Pittsburgh area. That's where our team's out of. None of us really live in the city, but our team is Pittsburgh Armored Combat. I gotta get that graphic off the screen. Hang on. There's no way for me to stop this from popping up. And I forget it's there half the time. That live stream goal thing. There's like no option to remove it anymore. So it's just always there. It says live stream fuel. But yeah, I'm thinking, I'm thinking maybe we'll dye this black. We'll keep it on until at least like Black Friday or something like that. Because Black Friday, I want to go out in the armor. Go to the mall or something and we'll see. Yo, Mr. Perfect. Oh, I don't know if Mr. Perfect's there or not. It just says that they're online. TikTok does that. I say it all the time. I'm like, yo, to somebody, but they're not really here. It's just telling me that they're online now. I gotta look up pictures of that Charlie Bronson though, because I bet you I do look just like him now. I'm all right. How are you doing? I might have a little bit of an advantage actually having duels on Sunday, because there's people that are gonna be fighting Saturday in the melee, you know, and if they're getting a whole full day in armor fighting, and I'm just gonna be showing up Sunday like ready to duel. I hope it's kind of cold. Mo, who comes by here, was saying that the weather's supposed to be pretty warm, so I don't know. I might not get lucky, but I'd love to have like this weather right now. I'd excel in it. Clippy, is it Clips? Yo, thanks for the follow and the likes. Sir TP1, what's up? Oh, you know, we had snow here 2 days ago. Yeah, don't let the no shirt fool you. It's like 42 degrees. I was just in a car a little bit ago and it said 43. I'm just guessing it's probably 42. Yeah, it's probably gonna get a little colder. I don't know if I can see my breath. And And I gotta, oh, yeah. Thanks for the share, Mr. Perfect. I bet, man. Canada's a great place. I think great wilderness. The cities are cool, although I haven't been to too many of them. Always enjoyed it there. We used to go to Toronto a lot. Actually, in Toronto in the winter is great. Just staying loose, hitting bob. Oh, if it's gonna start blowing, now there's a breeze. That's what makes me cold. I don't care if there's no wind. 42 and no wind is great. Move this back a little bit. Thanks for hanging out. Just if anyone hasn't seen yet, it's day 150. We're on 438,000 hits on Bob, which is crazy. I am. Yeah, I figured I'm not putting armor on again. I'm just going to keep stretching, hitting Bob. So here's the thing. My daughter has something going on at school now tomorrow. I wanted to leave tomorrow morning, but I'm not going to now. So I might head out of here in the middle of the night. I don't know. I might just wait till Friday and head down now. We'll see. But I got to take Bob with me because I got to get a hotel room and hit Bob in a hotel room. I got to have a place to hit Bob at night. Still got to keep up the head. His concert was good, thanks. It's crazy, man. Like 3 hours. That guy, Paul McCartney. Yo, TD Fitch, what up? Paul McCartney played for 3 hours. We went and saw him twice, like 3 days ago in Ohio, and then again last night. Great concert. So he's not like my favorite. They're a good concert though. Like, anyone would have a good time at it, probably. It's my daughter's favorite, so that's, more why we're going. Yo, Rice Farmer, what up? I have a saber. I'm going to be using it on Sunday. Sunday is Saber Day for my fights. And that's going to match this whole look. Yeah, he goes for 3 hours. Look like you. Only you're drinking right out with a tubby body. Hey, all shapes and sizes, man. It's all good. But not swinging swords. So there's a couple differences. Yeah, the dude's like 80 something. He plays 3 hours straight, no breaks, and he doesn't even drink water. 2 shows he didn't drink anything. I guess I could find it. Let's go look. We can look for the saber. Let's go on a field trip. Yeah, Sunday. As long as I have a place to put it, I'll put it up somewhere. The thing is, so if there's only like 2 people watching, I'm not gonna keep streaming it. Here's what, and I'll tell you exactly what happens. Right? Is I fought polearm, right? Big polearm tournament. I go out there. I set the camera up. I'm like, all right, everybody. Like, I can't talk. You'll see me on camera fighting and stuff, but I can't keep coming back because I had it. The only good spot I could put it where there wasn't a crowd. I'm like, okay. And plus, it zoomed out a little bit. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to keep coming back. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of fights in a row. And I did. And I did peek, and then there'd be like 2 people tuned in. And there's nobody saying anything, which I don't blame them. I mean, I can't chat, in the middle of it. I was saying that in the beginning. So I was like, yeah, so I just shut it off. But, if I have a place to put the camera, we will. Just so you know, though, I may have, it may just be off to the side. I might not be able to even talk during it. If I can, I will. This is what I'll be using. gonna move this back a little bit though now. So it's not sharp. See, I can play a violin on using my shoulders violin. It's not sharp, but they're weighted. I mean, it's steel. I'm trying to see if can you hear the noise when it goes through the air? Yeah, so this is the look for this tournament coming up. Whoa, thanks. It sounds like it's in one piece. So I actually busted, believe it or not, so this thing is riveted. Ooh, I actually maybe need to redo this grip before this tournament. Anyway, it's got 2 rivets in it is what holds it in, and from hitting Bob too much, I actually snapped the bottom rivet one time. Yo, that's the look. Even with the, well, I don't want to hit anything here. Ugh. My family isn't like technically from there, but we're close enough. Every dude in my family had a mustache like this. in the old pictures. Alright, we'll get that out again in a little bit. But let me make sure that this is keeping track of the hits. Huzzah! Yo! We'll break it out again in a little bit, but the other thing is, whenever I'm going to town on Bob here, it likes to get me in trouble. Steel swords and no shirt. We're looking to get in trouble tonight on this app. It doesn't like swords. Doesn't like. I will try to. I need to do a set for back here. All right, so check this out. Because if I don't, I need to do one like this. Because when I go to make the highlight video, it's going to get me in trouble for not having a shirt, believe it or not. Let's do this. Alright, this right here is going to be so we can get a highlight video for the night. Da, da, da. Whoa! Look out. Toe breaker. Yo, who's hitting that tap tap? Oh, what the world? Thanks. Northern Logger, what's up? No one had one in mind. Once you unlock the trash, it's difficult to get rid. I don't know if that's a fun comment or not a fun comment. You'll have to clarify. I don't really follow. Let's see. If you, I don't understand. Here's the. So we're on day 150. 438,000. I didn't hit it at all yesterday. Yeah, we could be, Ryan. I might be. I feel like Yo! Featherfall, thanks for the Rosa. Bark, bark. Alright, this is so we can get a highlight video. I have to be standing far away like this. Just in case. Because this app loves to tell me I can't upload videos without a shirt. Believe it or not. So you gotta get a couple hits in with the hat on from here. Just enough to get like 12 seconds or something, you know? Thanks for tuning in. Alright, that'll be for when I make the highlight video. And get rid of the hat. This is not the shield I'll be using, but Danny Bahai. Yeah, I need to redo this grip. It's getting a little loose. So I actually have a piece of metal. Yo, who that? Dr. Zero. Yo. Thank you. So this grip has a piece of metal in it, right? So see how it sticks out the bottom farther than the pummel? That's because there's a piece of metal in there, and what it does is it has enough weight to make this thing strong enough for me to use in Boohurt because they actually weigh these things and it's underweight without it. So if I don't have that piece of metal in there, then it just doesn't pass the inspection. Does that make sense? So the way I have it in here is just taped. Oh, I'm missing something in chat. So I grinded a piece of metal and it's taped, but it's supposed to be glued. And for whatever reason, the glue is it's worn out or something. So I definitely need to get a new piece of tape and cut this off and re-glue it and then rewrap it. Yeah, well, if the apocalypse happens, I will be having more than just a saber, especially more than a not sharp saber. Mr. Perfect, I missed something in chat. I believe that you typed. Thanks for the follow. K1, is it K1? And Ryan, so yeah, I have some inside. If we do, like, we'll look at them later, because the thing is, this app will also, like, bust me for but thanks to whoever that was about Big Man. Oh, it was a fun comment. I got you. Thanks about the look. Sorry, I missed a lot of chat there. I don't know how. I usually don't. Yo, K1, yep. This is day 150. We got over 430,000 hits on Bob. We're looking to get 1 million in less than a year. We're on course to do it, but we're always barely just ahead or just behind. Sometimes I get behind, then I get stressed out because I'm like, oh, we're not going to get it done. But we will. I know we will. I had a text message I was reading. Yo, yep. This is my look for the tournament Sunday. So everybody, yo. I used to do the counting ahead. Check this out. Well, so we try, but here it used to be a lot harder. Let me show you the secret now. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the mustache, Martin and Jinky. Yo, I know, right? And so we're leaving on until after Thanksgiving, I believe. So there's a counter on here now. Can you see this? Like we're in 1,196. I used to keep track in my head. Believe me, it was never like totally accurate. But I have to keep taking breaks to write down the totals. But now there's that like electronic counter. Like, it's so much nicer. Now I can just hit and talk and not have to worry about counting. I used to have to keep track too. What I often do is sets of 100 in my head. And so I'd be like, okay, like, here, let's see if we're still good at it. Yo, thanks. And it was from TikTok money, man. That's what I used it on. It's a cell phone, and there's an app on it that counts. Yeah, keeps track of every swing. Except it's about 2% off. For every 100, it usually doesn't count 2 of them. I've tested it a bunch. So here, let's just pretend I was doing it the old-fashioned way. So I'd be talking, starting now, right now. So yeah, let's see. Yes, we talked before, right? Yo, Fluff, you are. And I believe you about that. The sword wielding monster, it's about 20. Next fight is coming up in less than 3 days, I guess. I used to have to keep track of all this. You know, so it'd never be completely right. It's about 40. And I do this till I hit about 100. And then write down the board like another set of 100, like Roman numerals. So that should have been about 60, and I could say 5K likes. Oh, 5K hits. Wait, 5K what? It's like 207 likes. 5K. Yeah. Hey, now it's no longer Fousey Tube. It's Charlie Bronson. And you're right. I do. I know exactly who y'all are talking about. I'm not cold yet. It's like 42 degrees out here. Thanks for the likes. So we're probably at about 80. See what I mean? I can still try and chat and talk and hit the thing. I'd be like, all right, that's 100. And I go write it down. I don't know how many that was. It wasn't exactly 100, but we'd be close. Oh, cool. My bad. I thought you were saying cold. I was like, yeah, it is cold out here. 42 degrees. No wind. And this is the last shirtless live stream we got. Probably till for a while. I had a beard up till today. I shaved the beard off on this morning's live stream. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Next time next time there's something going on, I'll be wearing it out again. Black Friday, that's right. Black Friday after Thanksgiving. Maybe before then we'll go out and do something in public again. Oh, I missed something there. Oh, Capriccio! I owe you 100 right now, then we'll catch up on chat. Yo, what up? All right, here we go. Oh, I just busted, I just split his side open. That made me lose track. See, now I lost track of the number in my head. I gotta watch. I can't hit him in the head like that right now. Until I reduct tape his neck. Oh, it looked like it almost came off. Let me take this glove off so we can scroll through here. These lights behind me are sort of keeping me warm too. It's not that much warmer. Yeah. Medieval ring fighting. I have some highlight videos of that stuff on my channel. Most of my content is me hitting our dummy, but when I have events, I upload my footage and other people's footage. Yo, right? Ben Stiller. I don't know Ben Stiller. I know the name Ben Stiller, but I don't know who it is. Yo, nice. Wow. Oh, indigo blue. That's pretty cool. Well, good. Congrats on that. Haha. Yeah. So now I'm fighting Sunday. So if I win a medal, this will be my best awards pick yet with a mustache. Fonzie. Yeah, that's it. Fractus. Thanks yo. We're trying. The mustache is not a new look, but I don't really. Every once in a while I do it. Yeah, right. The 1,000-pound. This is like, you're right. Bachata. I'm just a bachata dancer that fights with swords now. I don't know Ben Stiller. I haven't watched any movies. I have a fight on the 16th. The Fable game. The Merchant. I know that the game Don't Starve Together. There's a guy that has this kind of mustache. Yeah, this is fighting. Not fighting, but in armor. Not cool fighting like UFC or bare knuckle, but like armored. That's why I got this. So it's not like I haven't seen any. I went and saw Tron 3 in theaters this year, and I saw another movie within the last year. But like I was talking about on here before, but I was on a date and we were only 2 people in the theater, and I really didn't see any of it. So I don't even remember what it was called. It was about, I think it's about Jesus, and he was like a fighter or something. I don't even know what it was about. I went to it, but I there's just two of us in there. And, oh, who did that? Martin John, yo, I owe you a set of 100. But other than that, like, I haven't watched a movie. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Yo. Yeah, I owe 100 for that, heart me. So, I don't know. I haven't watched a movie in, before those. I don't even know. I haven't watched TV for like over 15 years. Movies, probably about 10. Yeah. The old school. Yeah, come put up your dukes. Wolfgang, that's the guy I'm thinking. Wolfgang from Don't Starve Together with the mustache. All right, I owe you 100 for that heart. That heart me. Here we go. Then I'll catch up on chat right after this. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, yo, who did that? Martin John, thanks for the rose. Yeah. Man. I know the Hellraiser guy. I don't think I ever saw the movie. Yeah. I don't even watch the news. Do you know how I figured I'd come out here without a shirt? Well, I had to go drive somewhere like an hour ago. It was like 42 degrees. That's what I'm just guessing. It's got to be at least 42. It's probably got to be a little colder. So, I wake up in the morning. Look out the window. It's raining, or it's cloudy, or it's sunny. I open the door, step out on the porch, look up at the sky, go inside. That's all the weather I do. I don't watch the news, I don't watch TV, nothing. Yeah, Mr. Perfect, one day. Yeah, the news. I tell you here. If you want my little rant about it, I don't know what. Now, something really important happens. Anything too important, as long as you have a job somewhere or you're in society, at some point you'll hear about important stuff, because the most important things people complain about. That's how you know. Whether it's stuff that the president is doing or something local to your area, you'll hear about it. It might not be immediate, you know. One day, and I wish I would have got to do it before my ex and I broke up, because she's all about celebrities. I wanted her to have me sit down and show me pictures of celebrities. You know, I was flipping through this magazine on the live stream the one day. No clue who anyone was, except I saw a picture of John Candy. Yo, heck yeah, about the healthy breakfast, Mr. Perfect. Well, Capriccio, I hope so. I wonder. I don't have a reunion coming up for a couple years. Eggs and salmon. Salmon for breakfast? Either way, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think... Yo, Nikki, what's up? Hey, hi. Featherfall, thanks for the Rosa. Bark, bark. Here's something cool, too. Like, and I don't... I know. I'm excited for you too, Mr. Perfect. That was yo. Yeah, we got this. We got the stash for at least through like Black Friday, I think. Oh, here comes some wind. It's like 40, low 40s out here. As long as there's no wind, I'm good. Oh, Nikki, I owe you 100. Salmon is great with eggs. Great combo. I would do. You know, I used to make salmon. I used to slice like real thin apples and cook them with it. I don't know. To me, it was good. Yo, oh, Capriccio for the cake. Here, this set's for Nikki, real quick. Yeah, Nikki, I shaved the beard off in this morning's live stream. It wasn't really this morning. It was like it was late morning. I did that and I fixed some armor. That was a horrible kick. But anyways, my legs are pulled tight. I think from all this extra running I've been doing, it's a little cold out. Different to kick straight ahead, but these side kicks. Ah, God. I kicked him right in the plastic base. I thought he was a little lower than that. That's all right. That was a good kick, though. Man, I wasn't expecting that. I kicked him right in the hard plastic. Oh. And Craig, you're right, and it is Movember. You're right. I play Warframe, and there's a mustache just like this on there. Featherfall, thanks to Rosa. Bark, bark. Man, that hurt. Let's see how many hits we're on. And then we'll catch up on chat. Bust up my ankle before this fight. 1,761. We're going till 2 more hours. We're going till about midnight. We'll see. Maybe a little longer depending on how things are going. Do you know, like, after a while, like, you don't even really miss it, or at least I didn't. Thanks about the look. I should have a date after my fight, and I have to send her an updated picture of my mustache. Because now we'll see. She could say, I changed my mind. She very well could. It's a look. Yo, I think you could. Is it toot or foot? Foot, sorry. The top half of the letters were cut off. You mean, oh, whoa, yo, Unctum is awoken. Yo, what's up? Here, I'll tell you something funny. Thanks about the look, Nate. It's temporary. So Unctum is awoken. What's up? Here, let me tell you something funny about punching people with these swords. So I was fighting someone, right? And thanks about the stash. Okay, so when you're fighting in these, there are rules. So you're not allowed. You can punch like this anywhere. You can't punch this way though. To here, to the neck area. And me and this guy, and we're all friends. A lot of us are friends. He's one of my friends. Oh, Doom, I hope are things going better with that situation. So we're like wrestling around in armor, right? So I'm not really looking, and I know because whatever about where his head is, and I keep just going like this, like pretty hard, and he goes, hey, he's like, man, he's like, you're punching me in the neck, and he was mad about it, which, you know, it's against the rules. They didn't see to call it, you know, to say to me, hey, stop. There was a referee, but I guess, you know, they didn't really see. I did it like 3 or 4 times, like pretty hard, and I was like, wait, stop. And he's like, hey, so I was like, so I go to stand there just like this. I was like, you can hit me as hard as you want, anywhere you want, free hit. And he's like, let's fight. I was like, But that's an illegal hit. So you could probably maybe do that to somebody with this shield just to answer that question. It would take a long time. But you could mess somebody up with a shield punch to that part of the body, though. No joke. No doubt. We gotta be I bet you we get 5,000 hits in tonight. We'll see. If we're anywhere close to 6,000 hits at midnight, maybe we'll just keep going for another hour. We'll see how things are looking now. I love this fighting sport though. It's great. And I want to win a medal this weekend, and I want to get my picture taken with this mustache. Go down in history. The guy with the mustache that beat everybody. There's my daughter texting me. Whew, I caught it just in time. Gotta tell her. She just needs to tell me what time to pick her up. Hold on. Okay, just let me know what's going on tomorrow. Oops. I wish it just get Featherfall. Thanks for the Rosa. Bark, bark. I just wish it gave you a little bit extra time to respond, because if I don't hit it, like I have to pause the whole live stream to be able to answer. A few days away. Yep. I didn't get any wax yet. We'll have to go tomorrow. It's a little late. I had to make a Home Depot run. Yo, thanks, Mr. Perfect. I had to get a new for the spotlights here. Yo, oh, it's so bright. One of them burnt out already, so I had to get a new one. And we went and did that. That's when it was, it's in the low 40s. Great weather. We used to skateboard though all the time growing up, and my favorite nights were like this. We're hitting a dummy with a sword. Yeah, well, I don't like the look of it with that. I think it's better like this. Martin John, what up? Plus, there's a whole other vote later in chat to get rid of it. I was gonna get rid of that part anyway, though. I left it on for a little bit. Yo, yeah, we got the mustache. Who? Yeah, is it life stuff? Well, it would be great to throw on a set of armor. We could duke it out. BMX is great too. Yo, Miles, I owe you 100 for that. No, just beat you up. Well, on eBay, you used to be able to do that. On eBay back in the day, I can't say these other websites. On that website, though, you used to be able to, there would be auctions. I'm not joking, where you'd pay and someone, Featherfall, thanks for the rose, bark, bark. And the winner, the person would go to their house and spit on them for, whatever the winning bid was. But the deal also is, they had to pay for the travel. There was weird stuff like that. So back in the day, you could have had someone I remember I'm pretty sure there was one, the winning bidder, the guy would come to their house and fight them. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. I should actually look after this set, make sure it's still counting. I get paranoid. The app sometimes crashes. Heck yeah. Yeah, if you can, waking up at a good time is important to sleep before it. If you want to wake up in a good time and be in a good mood and feel rested. Yeah, you probably could. You probably could. Like, yo, take, yeah, right. You gotta do it really early. I've tried, I do, yeah. I've tried the throwing weapons. Um, an atlatl, tomahawks, mouse hawks. Do you hear the sirens? Every time I live stream, there's sirens. Whoop. Did you hear it? Yeah. I prefer. I think I'm the few that prefer buckler. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that life stuff. Knights Nation, what up? Well, yeah. If the other guy has a surface to air missile, would that count if I'm on the ground? I mean, if he had a SAM, but I'm also on the S. But y'all heard the sirens, right? I need to prove it to Catastrophe that there's sirens every time. I gotta move him off the screen. I notice sometimes when he's on the screen, we have issues. You know, I'm not blocking any kind of missile. Surface to air, air to land, whatever. I didn't even look at the. Let's see. We gotta see how many hits we're at. I gotta periodically look. I don't trust the app anymore to keep total track. 2,305. Sorry, I read it back. 2,035. That way, if it turns off, we can at least go back to that number. Is this guy's okay? Am I okay? Probably not. I'm probably one of the least normal dudes. You know what's kind of funny? Like, I mean, this is no different in real life than on here. Something's burning. Hold on. Something on here? I'm gonna make sure it's not the spotlights. Sometimes a bug will land on there and it gets fried. I don't see anything on it. There's no bugs this time of year. Yeah, right? I mean, so here, like, this is the kind of stuff. I'm 46, man. I gotta stay in shape for this stuff. So besides this, you know, so here's what's gonna happen tomorrow. My daughter is texting me. She's got practice after school for lacrosse. I'm gonna get there early. I'll wait around. I'll pick her up. You know, she's writing out homework, so I'm gonna drop her back off at her mom's. Now, sometimes she'll have an event that I gotta take her to after. So what I'll do is I'll pick her up at her mom's, take her to the school event, and instead of like sitting around in my car for an hour like the other parents, I get out my jump rope, I get out my my agility ladders and lay them out in the parking lot. I'll be out in the parking lot like going down the ladders. Sword and shield and the parents are always like, they know. I don't know what hench is. Yeah, right. And I could be on the phone too all the time. But at the same time, you know, if I have the opportunity, like, to sit around for an hour, or get a little exercise in. If I can, I'll get the exercise. Like, I was on here in What the World's chat. We were watching that and Featherfall's gaming live streams, but there's the sirens again. I don't know if you can hear them now, but anyway, during half of it, I had to fix something. I had to clean something up around the house. All the while, smashing the like button. Oh. What a okay. That's a new term. A new that is that actual like I should have known what you meant then, right? About being hench. Do you know one of the best places we ever fought in armor was at the Arnold Fitness Expo, which is Arnold Schwarzenegger's fitness thing. They have bodybuilding there. There's all these events. It's great. And the best thing, man, is just being that event, being part of like the biggest show, fitness show on earth. Being able to fight there, it's great. I met Arnold 3 years in a row from that. The first year was on FaceTime, which is really weird. I had a helmet on. I know. All right. Well, I'm new to that. So, it says Day should join through the live invite. Did I invite? Did I even send an invite? Oh, does it just show I'm live? Well, anyway, what's up, Daisha, if you're there? So the first time I didn't meet Arnold face to face, in the beginning. So it's so funny, right? So we got these helmets on. We're going in to fight 5-on-5s, and there was a gate on just one side. So one team would go in, they went in, they're on the other side, 5 people. Then our team was going in. So I'm walking in, I was the last one. Me and this dude, Greg. Wait, my daughter's texting me. Let me know when to pick you up. Know when to pick you up. I wish it would just, I can't do the voice thing here. All right. So the other team goes in, and then we're going in, and me and this dude Greg, and Greg has an eye slot, and I had my black and yellow armor on. That's up here. Just picture me up here, which you can't really see a whole lot of either. So we're going into the ring. They call it a list, but we're going into the ring. Ooh, if I had a sword and shield with me against unarmored people, a good bit. But anytime I'm fighting somebody like with swords and shields, if I'm fighting someone who has an axe, I just get in. So if someone came in with a sword and shield, there's a bunch of people, like there's nothing to stop 2 or 3 people from getting in and just grabbing me. Do you know what I mean? Someone's gonna get hit. I get one swing. That's how I look at it when I'm fighting someone with an axe, and I'm like all the way out here. I almost always have this. This is almost always my loadout. Sometimes I'll have a different shield, you know. And if I'm fighting someone that has like a 2-handed axe, like from me to where you are, like I'm in trouble because I'm right in that range, and I will always come in, and I will always take that advantage of trying to take a couple steps in. I might get hit, I might get blasted on the way in, but now, you know, I got them. If that makes sense. Solid numbers? I don't know. So if they don't rush me, if I don't get it, if it's just one, that's the thing. I bet you if there's like 12, I bet you 2, 3. If they're smart, if they work together, that's all you're gonna get. Because everyone's gonna rush you, which is what should happen. If there's ever danger, if there's ever a thing, and if people had this kind of mindset, if there's ever danger where someone starts like poo-pooing or doing something like that, everybody should just attack that person. Like when everybody runs, I know it sucks, but if you're there, like my mentality would be to engage. I might just get blasted immediately. But if you have 5 or 6 people do it, it'd be a different story. I mean, if there's people close by, you know, but anyways, so the time I met Arnold, so I'm gonna guess 2 or 3. I know, right? Everybody's gonna run. Then you're screwed. You're the guy that tries to run at him, and then you're gone. Then everyone, yeah, pointless. But you tried. So that time I met Arnold, the first time, just to finish that story. So we're at his event, and the whole other team goes in. So me and Greg are going in, and this guy goes like this on my shoulder. He's like, "Hey, somebody wants to talk to you." And I turn around, and he puts his phone like in my face, and Arnold is on the thing on FaceTime. And I go like this to Greg. And Greg turns around and we're both looking and Arnold's like, hey guys. And we're all like, oh, like Arnold. He's like, hey, nice to meet you. He's like, oh, this is like, it looks like a fun event, you know. And we're like, oh, whoa. And we're talking, he can't understand us. He's on there going like this. And we're both in our helmets. He can't see Greg at all. Greg just has an eye slot, you know. And Arnold's on FaceTime with us. And he's like, have fun, you know. He's like, oh, yeah. We're both like, oh, God, Arnold, yo, what's up? It's great to talk to you. Oh, man, you're the best. And so just coming through this helmet. And all I can see probably of Greg is this. Funny stuff. Plus, it was loud, you know. You can tell he couldn't understand us. Yo, yeah, beard is gone for now. For like a week or something. He does. He actually came down. I do have a video of it on here where he knighted like the guy with his Conan, like, you know, it is pretty cool. I had a whole Conan theme to it. But you know, and then it's so funny because people say he didn't really knight somebody. Like, no, like, duh. I was like, it's for fun. The guy got down, he like knighted the winner for the longsword tournament. Of course he did knight him for real. People come in chat, you know, one time we were talking about, like, he can't knight somebody like that, or like, you know, that doesn't count. I was like, it's for fun, bro. Like, people gotta talk about everything. Like I know, like we don't know Arnold can't knight somebody. Like, duh. I've not heard him say that he'd be back in person. Dante, what's up? But yeah, that's the best place I ever fought. And the funny thing is, you know, this is gonna ring 10 seconds till the hour goes off. Hold on, you'll hear it go ding ding ding. All right, there's a 10-second break till the next hour. Yes. And you know what? If you live stream it, world, someone would be like that doesn't count. Like, you can't knight somebody. I'm like, bro, like, whatever. That's how the internet is. Let's see what number we're at. Every day. Almost every day. I didn't yesterday because I was at a Paul McCartney concert with my daughter. All right. 2,281. We're going till about midnight. Just so you know, I'm not always on at this time, but I'm either on at this time, early morning, or mid-afternoon, or sometimes all three. It just depends. I only have to work 3 days a week, so I have 4 days off. All right, 2,281. And this weekend coming up, I'll be live streaming like an actual event. So Kendaka. Yo, yeah. We're on day 150. Yeah, right. I know what you mean, Capricial. Probably. I don't know, Spike. If it's on a live stream, I don't think there's anybody out here just live stream this all the time. Look, here's where we're at. Day 150. 438,000 hits. So probably... I'm sure there could be someone out there doing a buckler. I can't believe it. I don't think there's anyone else on Earth who sits out here and has a live stream, like on their porch, talking to chat while hitting a dummy. Plus I usually have a beard. I have a mustache today. Like, my look is totally different. I've done some, like, yo, Featherfall, thanks for the Rosa. Bark, bark. I've had, Jacob, what up? I've had streams where I'm out there in just, like, a helmet and, like, underwear. Well, thanks, Life Stuff. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's just different look. But if it's this, and I don't always have him on the screen anymore, because this app, so I'm having trouble on here. Like a lot of people say, the views are down and stuff, but I think I was getting throttled because it doesn't like this content. I tell you what, do you know how many times like I upload? I took like 5 days off of any kind of uploads. Well, yeah, thanks, Feather, about that. So I took like 5 days off. Someone's like, take 5 days off, or take a bunch of days off. Don't upload anything. and then your live streams will be better. I was like, all right, so I try it. So I go to the first video, I go to upload, restricted, because of something I'm doing here. Like, is this that bad? So I have to go through and re-edit it, and then it's still restricted, so I erase it, I re-edit the video. I don't even remember what clip I took out, but something with either hitting Bob with a sword or something, and this app just hates it. Yo, yes. Yo, life. Hey, well, I'm glad you stopped by. You know, if you come back tomorrow, I'll probably be on. I don't know, because I got to get to this event. So just so everybody knows, up through the weekend, it's going to be kind of chaotic schedule. I don't know when I'll be on for sure any day. I'll probably be on about this time tomorrow, but a little earlier, because I can't be up too late. I got to make sure I'm getting enough sleep before I fight. Out of anything in the world, between if I had to pick between being fully hydrated, totally prepared, as in like I got my workouts in, or enough sleep, I would make sure I got enough sleep. If I get enough sleep, I feel like so much better. I can show up and feel dehydrated. I show up and be like, I didn't exercise enough. But as long as I get enough sleep, I'm so much better. I fight a lot better. Yeah, this kind of isn't really too much of an exercise, because I'm kind of talking more. I'm not really jumping around too much. But like 2 days ago, I had some armor on to do a longsword workout, which is a lot more intense than this. And that's more like the conditioning. And I got a fight on Sunday in Virginia. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what my schedule is going to be like. I have to be able to figure out. I don't even know where I'm going to go. I do hydrate, though. Yeah, Sunday's the next one. But the thing is, I got to figure out when I'm going to go to. So I got this cup at the Paul McCartney concert in Columbus, Ohio. I don't even know. I didn't even seriously. Adam Fantilli or Fantilli something. Anyway, he's a hockey player. It looks like. I got the souvenir cup for the hockey team out there. It was so expensive. Do you know, for like 2 drinks at the Paul McCartney concert last night, for 2 like Coca-Colas, it is $24. That's insane. One was a souvenir cup. I think it's $24. That's crazy. $40 to park. Then my daughter's mom was there, and she's like, she was trying to get a Michelob Ultra or something like that, and like it's the next one down. So I go down there with her. So my daughter's mom had way better tickets than I did. So the plan was that so she was going with 2 of her friends. So my daughter's mom switched her ticket with my daughter so that she could get down there. So her mom and I sat together up in my seats weren't bad either. But she's like, do you want one of these? I was like, sure. So we go. Yeah, I'm gonna live stream it too. If I can live stream my fights, it'll be on the live Sunday, starting at 10. Yep, you do. You are the hydrated. Yo, you always make sure I'm hydrated. So we go down to the bar, you know, where the bar is. I'm looking at the price for a can. It's like $15.95, and I was like, actually, I don't need one. I was like, I wouldn't just want to have just one anyway. She's like, well, just have one. I'll get you one. I was like, I don't. I got one anyway. She's like, well, just pick something. I was like, fine. I was like, I'll get whatever you're getting. But so $15.95 for a can, 24-ounce can. Why is everything gotta be so expensive at a concert? Because you're at a concert? That's the reason? There's gotta be a reason. Why do you go to an event, everything's 5 times the price? Actually, I want to know. B, what's up? Yo, oh, that's a good vibe. Good, yo, B. I appreciate that one. That one's different. I was getting the Charlie Bronson vibe. I understand that. I think that's a good doppelganger right now. Because you need to pay the people working it. Is that why? I figured it had to do something with the contracts or being able to supply it. Maybe they have to pay so much to be able to serve it there. You know, at a hockey. Featherfall, thanks for the Rosa. Bark, bark. At a venue or something. But yeah, Wow, 24 bucks. Bro, crazy. Is that why just to pay the sports teams or the people that are working or the stands or to pay for the acts at the venue? I mean, 15.95 for a 24-ounce can. I was like, that's insane. Is that the only reason why? No, so it's gone up. Tech 9 is great. You know, I don't listen to Tech 9 like a ton, but I remember Tech 9. I think back in early 2000s. I'm trying to think when it had to be. My friend listened to Tech 9 back then, and that's when I first heard of Tech 9. I think back in like the early 2000s. Has it been that long? That's crazy. Okay, I see. So you're just paying for all the costs. So if you want it, Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. So if you want it, I mean, you're going to pay it. I surely wasn't paying $15.95 for one. I just paid her. So her friends that were sitting down front she just wanted a soda. I'm like, I'll get you one. I was like, I'll get one. 24 bucks. I thought so. Like, I couldn't tell you probably any of the songs, but I remember Tech 9 from back in the day. Yeah. Oh, no, you have the same one. That's awesome. It's great. It's a great sword. Now I'm getting behind in chat. Let's see. Oh, flask brief. I see what you're saying. So you're just paying. You're gonna pay it no matter what, right? Huh. Okay. About Tech 9. You won't, but they exist. I see what you're saying. Daedric, well, what's up? Oh, wait. Snapped a part of this guard with the... Oh, no. I'm trying to see how it's put together. Yeah, I mean, I could see that this thing would definitely... it's definitely going to take more impact than a normal cross guard. I'd imagine. It's on an angle like that. I could see that happening. Hello, Kat. Yeah. I wish I could tell you the names of songs or remember how they went back then. I do remember, though. I remember for Tech 9 from way back in the day. Growing up, I used to listen to, oh, man. So, the guy, I think I found him through, there's a guy, Brother Lynch, who is from Sacramento, I think, Sacktown, where I listened to, and I kind of introduced this guy to him, and he introduced me to Tech 9. I don't know, you're right, yeah. You know who that is? I'm figuring if you know who Tech 9 is, you know who that is. Wait, Spike? I missed something. What is Spike say? Yes, the medieval core. And you know how I used to even find a lot of these? Oh, there's a super bright spotlight on over there for some reason. You know how I would just a lot of times I'd see an album cover of CDs and I'd be like, that looks kind of cool. Let's check it out. Like I listened to 3 6 Mafia, their very first album when it came out was at the CD store here, and I know it was so long ago that I was underage to buy it because of explicit lyrics. And I peeled the sticker off, the parental advisory sticker, And I took it up and I checked it out like they didn't even know. And I used to listen to that. The first 3 6 Mafia CD, man, I played that all the time. It was kind of like a really like the quality of the music. It sounded almost like they recorded it underwater, like the volume was off or something. And then they ended up being like pretty big time. Yo, say yeah. That you know what? I thought it looked like I saw the album cover and I was like, that's cool. Album covers worked on me. You know. Smith and Wesson was the same. They were all looking down like looking down like you're looking up from the bottom of a well or something. I try and get a good training in every like 4th or 5th day. I do cardio and stuff though in the meantime. So for fighting in armor, I only really train endurance, and if I have time where I can meet up and practice with other people in armor, I do. And this is more like a live stream thing. Keeps me busy. This part really isn't the exercise, but I try and every like 4th or 5th day get some armor on and get a better workout in. Yeah, Iron Maiden had cool covers. You know, if I saw a cool album cover, I would have bought it. Yeah, that's the thing. If it wasn't for these, I'd look really goofy. The light's also shining up at me. See if I can angle it different. Actually, it should be higher. Hold on. That might look. That's probably a little more natural look. Does this come up even higher? Oh my gosh, it does. Wow, I can even just aim it. Yo, look at that. Now the light's perfect. If we wouldn't have talked about that, I didn't realize it could go up so high. If it wasn't for the earrings, I'd look pretty goofy, I think. Yep. I'm trying to think of other good album covers. You know, like at school, everyone listened to. You know, I was the first one at school to listen to 9 Inch Nails. Like, no one knew what 9 Inch Nails was. Me and this girl, man. I showed this girl 9 Inch Nails when they're. Bro, we're the only two in the school that listened to them for a long time. Thanks for the likes. Drinking my pineapple juice. It's not real juice. Having a good for fighting. Well, kinda, maybe. That's worse. That's the worst lighting. Boy, I'm actually getting a little cold. I'm gonna go get a sweatshirt on. No. Okay. So, you mean just fighting or fighting in armor? Let's feed Jimmy while we're in here too. We gotta feed Jimmy the hamster. If I don't put like a sweatshirt on or something though, now it's got to be like 30 degrees out or something. 30 something degrees. We got to feed Jimmy the hamster. All right. So workout program. Are you talking about just for fighting or fighting in armor? Oh, I got some boogers. We'll have to fix that. Yeah, so if you want to fight there is a whole historic there's manuals and everything about fighting in armor. Like I've taken plenty of classes on, the historic fighting. You can have let me set this here. We'll set it inside Jimmy's cage. There we go. So if you're gonna fight in armor, the main thing is to be able to do it. So if you can't physically run around in armor and have the endurance to do it, like you're gonna fail. I'm waiting for Jimmy to come out too. I don't know if he will, if he hears us talking. So you're not gonna be able to. I always say endurance is more important than skill, because you're not gonna fight the people with skill that are like. When you get to the medal rounds, if you don't have the endurance to get there. So if you can't hang an armor to begin with, you're just gonna have a bad time. always try and train with somebody else. Fighting with someone else is another good thing. If you learn the historical combat, it's great. But fighting Buhurt, here's something about Buhurt. Buhurt doesn't care about form. Buhurt doesn't care about, like, you don't. I'm telling people are all the time like footwork. It's not. Buhurt doesn't care about footwork. Buhurt doesn't care about form. Buhurt, you could basically have a crowbar, and it's the same thing. There's my that's me, my picture up there, my avatar, whatever you call it. So my biggest thing is to say, you want to do full body exercises, you want to be able to sprint, and you want to be able to go from 0 to 60 multiple times. That's my thought on it. Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy. If Jimmy comes out, we'll go and grab him up and get him out of his cage. This is so much better. You know, if we didn't have that talk, the spotlights there are perfect. We gotta put this up. Oh man, the lighting's so much better. I feel a lot better now with the sweatshirt on. It's a lot colder. I can really see my breath now. Yo, the Jimmy sticker in armor, yeah. High intensity workouts. Over repetitions of stuff over and over. Full body. You don't have to. I don't lift weights. A lot of people do. I don't feel lifting weights helps me out. Yo, Emil, what's up again? Thanks for Rose. Let me catch up on chat. I fight in Western European armor. It's all floating. It's not articulating. It means it's all pieces that just strap and it all just, I sew it. It's all attached to my arms. The layer underneath. A lot of movement. An open face helmet. Jimmy is a hamster. Yeah. Do you know people used to wear armor made out of carpet? Just carpet. Scraps of carpet put together. Emil, thanks for the... Geez, that was a lot of roses. Thank you. Thank you for the roses, Emil. Ooh, if I could pick, like... Alright, if I could pick some kind of armor that was, like, more fantasy themed. Oh, man. You know, I'd probably... While it would actually probably be a horrible choice, the Dark Souls armor, original Dark Souls, that armor of favor and protection, do you know what I'm talking about? Let me grab this sword here. It was, what was the guy's name that wore it? Lautrec, I think his name was. It was like brass colored, and he had that helmet, and it had like the kind of like the flat bar that came out of the top, the bars out top, and the armor was like it was like a hug, like it was two arms that were hugging him. Do you know what I'm talking about? I always loved that armor. If I could show up in something like that, I don't know if that answers the question. That's been one of my favorite armors. Oh, let me make sure. Oh man, these gloves are freezing. I took them off for a minute. They're freezing. I don't know. What about you? Do you got a look or something you'd like? 2,685 hits. We got a minute and 15 minutes, something like that. At least. We'll go a little longer perhaps, but I also have to try. It's a pretty cool looking set of armor, I think, and for video game armor. But if you're fighting it for real, it would be such. You know what I would do if I was fighting someone that had a helmet? If someone had a helmet and there's like a bar sticking out of it, I would grab that bar, and now I got control of their whole body because I have a grip on their head. Do you know what I mean? The people that wear those helmets, the kettle helms that look like this on top of their head in Buhurt, we call it a steering wheel because if this is their helmet, you grab it like this. There's nothing that says I can't grab your helmet. Now I got you. Well, see, and the other thing. I don't know what Stormcloaks or Imperials are. I would love to see when people ask me about stuff in like D&D, like I'm clueless to all of it. I don't play anything other than Warframe, the video game, but I don't watch anything. I have no clue what a Stormcloak or Imperial is. I just have to apologize. Oh yeah, I got that. I have a set of armor looking hoodie. The thing with that is though, it's cold. The material on it is like it attracts cold or something. If I put it on right now, I'd probably feel colder than in the beginning. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Tarnished Elden Ring. I've never played Skyrim. I've played everything Dark Souls though, so I have played that. Coda, what's up? Oh man, I can't read it because I can't pronounce it right. Oh, okay. Skyrim, Stormcloak or Imperials. I see what you're saying. I got you. Honestly, I'm glad I didn't say it because I thought it sounded something like Star Wars. Yo, Coda, what's up? Skyrim belongs to the Nords. The only thing I know is I played a little bit of Skyrim. Do you know why I stopped playing it? Because I felt like I was just doing quests, like little side quests. And I was like, I don't understand how you progress in this game. Like, okay, I gotta go do this, and then I gotta go do that. And then I got another little side quest to do. And I was like, is this all I do is just run around and do chores? So I'd be like, well, I'm gonna venture out. So I'd go out to like those anchor points, whatever they're called. I'd be like level 7. I'd be going to like these super high level anchor points just for something to do. I'd just get wrecked. But I was like, I feel like I'm just playing this game, running around doing stuff. It's pretty painful. Yeah, a leather apron and cleaver go for scare tactics. But I'm like end game Warframe. Like I have everything in the game. I was playing a little bit today. The only thing I didn't get because I didn't play for a couple months and I missed out on I can't remember the name. The one the spider, the new spider Warframe. I got Noko, the mushroom guy. I already leveled him up and maxed him out. I've been playing that game since it came out. Unfortunately, not PC. I'm not that cool. It's just PlayStation. Yo, I read that Coda. 438,000 strikes. Open world games are player. Yeah, see, the thing I like about Warframe is there's always something to do if you want. Warframe has so much going on in it now. From the 1999 stuff to, there's always, you can go and do the daily missions. I like that now they have those really harder missions. Like, see, I think it's really lacking for stuff that people are end game. Now they have these missions with all the restrictions, crazy restrictions. And if you're really far into the game and know what you're doing, it's a lot of fun because you do actually now have a risk of like failing. For years I was just playing Warframe like an end game, like there's no challenge to it. Yeah, Eric, I see what you're saying. Oh, and thanks for the follow. But Warframe is like I've been playing that since I'm not a founder or whatever. I probably just barely missed it. But I've been playing it as long as when you used to have to buy revives. Way back in the day. But I'm glad there's so much to do in that game. I usually get on at least once a week though to do the weekly stuff. I have like I don't even know how many mods there are. I have every mod in the game except for let's see, maybe like a dozen. One of them is a railjack mod that I farmed. I'm so mad. The drop rate is like something stupid like 0.15% drop. This rare mod for the railjack. The railjack's like the spaceship thing you fly. I swear to you, I farmed it and something happened in the mission because sometimes it crashes and I didn't get it. I'm telling you that happened. I'm so certain I'd farmed it because I remember thinking like, my God, finally it happened. Yo, yeah. See, and every one of these little scratches is from other people. It's got a lot of use to it. Yeah. And Warframe, there's so much of a grind, and it's the one game where I don't mind the grind somehow either. There's so much, I don't know, there's so much things you can do to keep, at least for me, to keep me busy. But I'm all set, you know. I keep current every time a new master rank. Every time there's enough, there's a ranking system. So every time enough items are available that can be next master rank, I'm always one of the first people to rank up with a master rank test, and I always make a video of it on my YouTube. I do keep current with that. You know, I there very well could be. The buckler, like everyone, people come through here talking about how in that half sword game, like, oh, that's a shield. I thought it was a helmet. I was like, yeah. It's like, actually, you know, I think you're onto something there. People usually think it's a helmet, and they're like, oh, you're using that helmet as a shield. I'm like, well, actually, it is a shield. Looks like a helmet. This one's a little small, but there are like deeper dish shield bosses, that's for sure. Keep it moving and stay warm. Yo, yeah, this shield, the buckler, the good old classic buckler. Even same thing with movies. Sorry, I haven't played a whole lot of video games of my life either. But I played everything Dark Souls. I remember playing Dark Souls, and I was like, a buckler. I was like, what's a buckler? I was like, that shield's stupid. It's good for parrying Dark Souls, but I was like, it's such a small shield. And here I am, all these years later. This is my favorite shield to use for fighting. Now, you really get lit up in a buckler. Try blocking a two-handed axe with a buckler. You know, it saves you, but you can feel it. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, the Roman style. You know what else you just reminded me is, although I would love to try it sometime, is that gladiator sport combat. You ever see that? Where they wear the gladiator kind of gear and use the tridents and what do you call the shorter kind of swords and the nets and stuff? I think that'd be a lot of fun. And they have legit fighting for that too, just like the Booger stuff. I don't know the exact rules. I mean, I don't know if you just take that trident and I don't know, because there's a lot of skin showing. I don't know how that works. I'm just checking the back here, making sure that this is on. 3,009 hits. At midnight. If we're close to 6,000, I might just roll through for another hour. So we're at I made the average of the day. Every day we got to get 3,000 hits, and I'll finish in less than a year. Wait, what about the dentist? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, the Roman stuff is great. Smaller bucklers. You know, I actually lost teeth to a buckler. One of the first, and I had to have a dentist to fix my teeth. The second time I ever practiced in armor, right? I was at my friend's house who got me into this. So my friends who got me into this are now too old. Because they are already like in their 50s. And, you know, my best friend from this sport just kind of like retired. He's like 67 years old. He was still like in armor at 65, right? Fighting in armor, which is crazy. But he'd also been doing some kind of armored fighting or SCA sport for like his whole life, you know, like 40 years of armored fighting of some sort. So the guy like punches me in the face and threw my helmet. So the problem was the helmet I had on, it just had a chin strap and it didn't really fit. The helmet would like slide around my head. But I was like, I don't care. We didn't care. I was like, I'm just happy. I'm wearing someone else's armor. My second practice ever. The first time I went 3 rounds, I thought I was gonna die. So we'll do some more next time. I was like, awesome. So we're fighting in the dark, you know, this guy, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so check this out. This guy like goes with a steel buckler, same thing as this, right? So I'm standing here like this or something. We're swinging swords. I'm sort of clueless about that, how hard these shields punch. Someone can punch with the shield. And I'm kind of standing there, and we're out in his driveway, and there's only like a little street light on, so you can't see hardly at all. And he has this red, full set of red steel armor with this big red feather, And we're going, and he just hits me like this. Or here's like how it looked to me. He just goes, boom, with this thing, and it hits me in the helmet. And because this helmet's kind of loose, I don't know if I had my mouth open and something hit off my tooth, it just like popped my tooth. It just snapped it right off. And I felt it on my tongue. I kept fighting. At the end, I was like, my tooth came out. Like, what? I was like, I lost my tooth. Take the helmet off. I have a picture of it from years ago. It's on my YouTube. And they're like, oh shit, like you kept fighting? I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't want to stop. Had to go see a dentist. Yo, it sucked. I was saving up for armor. It was like $780 came out of the armor fund. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Yeah. Funny thing is that, yeah, something in the helmet, the way it twisted, it almost touched my nose. I think he probably hit the bottom of it, and it spun the helmet down. And maybe one of the bars inside just clipped off my tooth. Just knocked it right, like split it right here. It's like $780. I saved up for armor. Set me back like 2 months. Maybe 3 months. I don't even remember. It's weird because it didn't hurt. That's why I didn't stop fighting. But yeah. And then the day I got my armor, same guy. I was like, hey, he's like, he's like, you want to test it out? I was like, yeah. So we get my armor on, and he's like, all right, I'll do some hits just so you know how it feels. Yo, oh yeah, hey, wait, Texas. There is so Mango. Just so you know, there is Phoenix Blood Eagles. There's the Houston Dragoons or something like that. They have a new team down there. If you ever look up Night Finder, you can find an interactive map. There's teams in Texas for sure. Oh, yeah, but anyway, thanks for hanging out, by the way. Yo, bucklers are my favorite shield, and it's because I have this whole hand to grip with underneath, and I can get it like under people's arms. I can get it like around people's heads. Like I don't like the feel of having a big shield. A lot of people, totally legit. A lot of people wear those big punch shields strapped on their arm. I like this because I can get around people. I can get up under here. I can, if someone's going like this, it could get stuck. But I feel like a lot more maneuverable with stuff like this. You're allowed to grab onto armor as long as you're not trying to remove it. I can just grab onto somebody's arm armor like right here. Like. I feel like I have a much better grip. Punch shields are the same. It's no different. You still got a grip, but I don't like having some huge thing on my arm. Miles is here. I forgot did we even finish that conversation? We started talking about that. I got distracted. I always get distracted. 3 people in a row. It's asking me to invite. I accepted one time. So I was going out in armor like the weeks before Halloween. I was going out in armor to the bars. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Yo. And this guy, it kept showing me these people like kept wanting to co-host. So I finally accepted one. And I was like, hey. And then he popped up. I'm like, yo. I had this big picture, adult drink. I had my armor on, helmet, everything. I was like, yo. And he was just looking like, I was like, hey. I was like, it's so loud. I was like, I can't hear you. I was like, well, what's up? Yeah. And he's sitting there. And finally, I was like, and he like disconnected. That's pretty funny. Oh man, is that Nikki again? Yo, if you're back, what's up? I had to cover up. I think it's down. I don't know if it got colder, but I was getting a little cold. Like, I don't mind cold weather, but if there's no breeze, like 45 degrees, 50 degrees, I love it. Yo, what's up? I'm just checking the number here. I'll make sure that this app is on. I get too paranoid about it. I should be able to just work out the whole time and not worry. 3,000. Oh, we're still at 3,182. I haven't done a whole lot. I thought we did more than that. 3,182. Oh, man. Do you know something funny? Like, I was out, the time I went out to, what is the bar? I don't even remember. Whichever bars we're at. So were you here in the live stream earlier? And someone came by who remembered from me in the live stream. He just happened to run into me live streaming this morning. From those times we went out in the lot live to the bar. Yeah. So we were talking for a little bit. He's like, "Oh," he's like, "You're at my bar." I was like, "Oh yeah." Yeah. I was like, "Well, this is what I do. I just sit out here and I was fixing armor." But I was like, this is what we do. I was like, it's sometimes I go out. Here's what we'll do. All right. So my daughter's got something going on tomorrow. No, it'll be too late. As I said, I could go another Walmart trip, but it'll be so late, like, it won't be worth it. Black Friday, though. I want to go out in armor on Black Friday. And I'm going to wear a black tabard. Black tabard, helmet, black feathers, maybe the whole faceplate. But it'll be good. It'll be a good one. We'll just go around. We'll find some Black Friday deals. I'll act like I'm from. Maybe I'll just act like I'm from the past. Like I'll play. Like I'll be in character, but maybe not, because I don't like to just. I don't have enough humor to go like and roll with it to pretend I'm from the past or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not going to totally rely. I'm supposed to be going out with somebody Monday after my fights. I'm not going to totally just rely on that, because odds are, right? Y'all remember my rules of threes? Odds are that she could still flake out. So I gotta set my app up and make sure I got something to do after this tournament. It'd be great to. If I was a live streamer back when I went on this first date with this girl, I would have, and she would have totally been down for me to live stream it. We both dressed up in like armor and went out. We met up on a blind, not a blind date, a first date. It was great. It was just a distance thing, you know. She was total Ren Fair, like all about it, you know. But she lived like 2.5 hours away, and I was like, we agreed, you know, let's do something. And we'll meet up halfway. So we met in this like little town. It's some like bar. And I walk into my armor. She's already sitting at the bar in hers. It's kind of funny. It would have been a great live stream though. I should try and set one of them up. That'd be a good one. All right. $1.49. I never had this before. I found since I started my diet, my body is needing sugar. This is maybe the third one I've had in 2 weeks or something like that. We went to that. So when we went to that concert last night, though, I had a Coke there. I had that Fanta. I had that Red Mountain Dew. I may have had 4 or 5, which is way better than like 1 or 2 a day, though. Holding strong, 186. I got that weight off. I've been so happy to stay in the 180s. If I could get back down to like 182 and stay there, it'd be great. I actually need to revisit the website and see what the weight classes are for these fights, because next year coming up, I'd like to get back into the whole cage match stuff. So I gotta get to a weight. I'd rather be lighter Dude, the super heavyweight guys will just destroy you. Same with everybody. In every weight class has people that will destroy you. I feel a little bit better, though, in the light heavyweight class. I need to revisit the website to see what the actual... Sir Mango, you here? There's actually another Mango here. Definitely not a Sir Mango, but who's interested in Boo Hurt, who actually just left. So I was like, oh, man. How about that? Seamstress is here. Seamstress here? Yo, if you're here, what's up? I should do that, though. I need to... So now, who are these people who keep saying the co-host in between? Mango! Yeah, I think Mango is here. If you are, what's up? Even if you just hear me, you're not chatting, nothing, don't worry about it. Yo, how's it going tonight? Oh, man. Yep, Featherfall, Seamstress. Go back on his channel to like day one or something, right? Pretty close to it. Oh yeah, well hey, this is the look. I gotta get some wax for this weekend, but this is my saber dueling look for this weekend, for this tournament. Yo, I have a Shaw's mustache. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Yeah, this is the look. With right? Oh, who did that? Oh, Mango, I owe you 100. With the saber, right? This is the look of a saber user, probably. As close as you can get. I'm not cosplaying. I really am a saber fighter. Mango, I owe you 100. For that. Yo. All right, here we go. Oh! Now another 100. For Seamstress. Alright, that's Mangoes, now it's the Seamstress set. Seamstress, if you're there, how is the new team going? Oh, thanks for sharing. Oh, kind of whiffed. Oh, and yo, Mango, thanks for the share. Merlin, what's up? Oh, it's like, it's cold out here, but there's no breeze. Oh, yo. Oh, yo, you stomped the old team at Frostfall. Now, yeah, Mango, always good to see you, too. Aha, a lot of the new recruits. So, you don't have to post it in here. Or maybe you got me curious now. When you said you stomped the old team, I didn't... Sounds like there's something behind the switch. I didn't realize. So something bad happened, right? It sounds like. That the reason that you started a new team. Yeah. When you got merch... definitely let us know. 3,752. Just 3,750 is what we'll come back to if there's an issue. Yeah, it was. Well, I'm glad things are better. When we I'll just tell you the brief history of our team, if I haven't said it before. So our team was ACW and we started for no particular reason. Just whenever the split happened, ACW had a lot of events, and I was going and fighting with the ACW, but nothing around here. And there's a very exclusive league, and I wasn't too happy with it and the way things are being run. Long story short, so we just made a new team, and we didn't even get to fight the old team because we were the old team. None of us had to come around because we were all in agreement and left, and started our independent team. So I'm glad things are going better. Yeah, that's so funny to stomp the old team. Congrats on that. Yeah. The other thing too, whenever we restarted, we had our first event we had in Pittsburgh was a armored combat sports event. Now there's a lot of drama too because ACW was saying, I about me that I'm not taking it seriously, and my priorities aren't in order with the league. And I was saying, bro, I was if we would have had an ACW event here, we'd have been lucky if anybody came. The closest ACW team here is New Jersey, and they're not even that into it, where I don't think they would have traveled as a team. What are we going to have, 5 people here total? It's so we went with an armored combat sports event, and we had people came here from West Virginia, Ohio, New Jersey, the armored combat sports team in New Jersey. We had a lot of people here, and bro, it was if it would have been ACW, it'd have been a horrible event. Then they got mad. That's the last time. Then I got put into the meme for who can be alienated from the ACW today, and I'm on it. Because I was in charge back then. I'm also glad to not have to be in charge of stuff anymore. I relinquished those duties. Not that I hated being. I didn't like being a team captain in the ACW. I just didn't like it. I don't know. The guy, I'm it's long story. Anyway, I'm glad that chapter was over. Yo, heck yeah, Featherfall, nice. Hey, and by the way, that video with Moss and Mini Moss was great. I don't know if I said that in person. I might have. I might not have. Okay, I can invite Millie. I can invite Arlene to co-host. Who are all these people? I'm not inviting them. I just want to click on one. No, I don't want to see if it's a bot, because they always look like bots. I don't know. It doesn't let me bring up their account. Yo, I bet that was such a cool outfit. Yeah. Oh man, Moss to me is the original. Moss is the original knight of TikTok. There was another guy who I saw before Moss, Baguette CEO or something like that. Who I don't think he uploads anymore or something, but had the typical kind of Crusader look. Moss's looks a lot cooler. Yo, Mango. Yep. Yo. Get some good rest. Rest well. Good to see you for a little bit, as always. Oh, man. We're going for another... I'm going till midnight, and then we'll reevaluate where we're at because of the numbers. I have to decide how. I have to get Bob packed in the car. I gotta pack all my stuff tomorrow night to get ready for this trip. And I have to decide what we're gonna do. I don't know when I'm gonna leave yet. I wanted to go tomorrow night. I wanted to go tomorrow afternoon, but my daughter's got something going on now, so I'm not gonna leave tomorrow afternoon. I might just leave. Should I leave Friday morning or Friday evening? I don't know. We'll see. Invite TT to co-host. Like, who are all these people? Why do they recommend them to me? I just want to click on one to see what is in common with all these other TikTokers, and it's saying to invite them to co-host. First of all, why? None of them have anything to do with armor. They all look like fashion designers or something. So why does TikTok recommend them that I invite them? I don't know. Weird. Maybe. Maybe if I left Friday night, maybe if I left early, maybe I could just go to bed early Friday, wake up. I could just drive and get to the melee stuff. And then I could just save myself a night without having to get a hotel Friday night. Maybe that's what I'll do. Bro, I spent so much money on these Paul McCartney concert tickets for this last week. I could use a break. Yo, Shattered Iron. Hey, we got a mustache now. I shaved my beard on the live stream earlier today. This is my look for my duels coming up Sunday. And I'll probably just keep it for another week or something after. It's the new look. Yo. Thanks, thank you. I'll probably dye it black and I'll probably get some wax for it. Well, this will be the look for probably a couple weeks on here. Then I gotta get the next beard growing for Carolina Carnage in February. I'll have enough time to grow one out. I keep looking because it's just asking me, all these people that's asking me to invite to co-host. And none of them look like they have anything to do with what we're doing here. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, this will be a look for a couple weeks. And then we'll shave it. Or maybe I'll just let the rest of the beard grow in. And we'll have to get ready for Carolina Carnage. And we'll have a mustache for that one too. Or maybe I'll wait till after. It's going to be great people at work. Although some people from work were here earlier and got a heads up that I got the mustache going. A little cold. We're going to be getting so close to 450,000. You know, we just hit these numbers like this should be milestones. I don't even celebrate it anymore. I just keep rolling with it. But once we hit 500,000, this is actually day 150. So that's kind of cool. But what the 500,000 hit is the next milestone. Maybe I'll get a cake or something. And maybe we can cut the cake in half with a sword. I don't know. We'll see what we do. I should get some left-handed hits on here though, while we're doing this. Might as well. Come on, get out of there. All right, this is left-handed, so if it looks goofy, that's why. If Buffalo Wild Wings is open past 1 a.m., I would go there tonight. But they're not. They close in about 15 minutes or something. Or no, they close about 45 minutes. Or I don't know, they might even be open until 1. I think they're just open until midnight. That is I so appreciate their hours. So many places now close early. There used to be so many more things places and stores that would be open 24 hours. Not anymore. Left-handed hits. Those left-handed hits that come across like that, to me, are so hard. They're so slow. And it works my triceps more than I think it should, which is kind of weird. I would not think my triceps would get that worn out, but I can feel it, my left hand, my left arm to get worn out. We'll do a set like this. An extended set with the left hand. I can't go to that gas station. I risk running into that girl that I ran, that girl that was really crazy a couple weeks ago. Y'all remember that story? Oh. Don't think we want to do that. Yeah, Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Yo. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm trying not to run into... Bash and Banter, are they here? If you're here, what's up? And if you are here, this is left-handed, so don't laugh too much. We're getting some left-handed reps in. But yeah, I don't want to risk going down there. If I run into that girl, it's game over. Because she'll wonder why I ever called her. It's because she was hearing voices. It's a long, really super long story short. For anyone who missed that story, I had to leave her house in the morning because she was talking about hearing voices in her apartment. And I was like, I gotta get out of here. And this is the time of night when I ran into her too, like right now. So I don't want to go down there and run into her because who knows, she could be down there right now. She only lives right up the street from that store, so it wouldn't be a surprise if she was. I'm leaving a little bit of a break for my left arm. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll hang out here tomorrow. I'll make sure I go to bed on time tomorrow. Oh, 10 seconds left. It's been 2 hours. Jeez. Hold on. That little tap sound means... Yo, thanks for likes. That little tap means there's 10 seconds to go. All right. That round's over. Yo, Iron Jeeps, what's up? Yo. How's it going? All right. Let's see how many hits we're on. 4,300. That counts? 4,400. Yeah. All right. What up? How's it going this time of night? Is it also almost midnight where you're at? Like 11:21? No, you don't have to tell me. Because that's the thing I don't ever ask someone to like reveal their location. Although, if you do want to tell me. It's 11:20 at night here. I appreciate Feather. New York. Oh, yeah. Did we talk about that before? It sounds familiar. New York. Yeah, right. I always say New York time because people are always like, sometimes people don't know what the heck I'm talking about when I say Eastern. I don't know what GMT minus whatever number means. So it's easier when I say New York time. Because we talked about that before. Actually, I remember. So I'm getting some hits in here left-handed. And we're going to go till midnight. At midnight, I'm going to reevaluate, depending what number on. I said if we're close to 6,000, I might just go on another hour. Because I sure could use getting the hits in. This weekend is going to be a little rough. I don't know how many hits we're going to get in with this event coming up and everything. I don't know what I'm doing about a hotel yet. I don't even know when I'm leaving to go to this event. So, best case scenario, I leave Friday, like middle of the night. I get there Saturday morning for the event. I don't have to have a hotel or anything. I get a hotel after, meaning that I could still hit Bob here at home tomorrow and Friday. I just need to make sure that I get enough sleep because the worst thing for me is to show up at an event and not have enough sleep. These are all left-handed, so I gotta take a little break. Woo! Wears me out. I am. So I'm conflicted in a way though too, because this is the last fight I have of the year. Unless we do anything fun, I'm working on, there's a party here in Pittsburgh, but I'm working that weekend where I could have fought at it, apparently, but I can't call off of work. I call off work so much to go fight. So, rest of the year, this is probably my last event. Maybe we'll have something else. I don't know. But, until Cat, Cat, there were sirens, Cat. Just, every time, remember how I said there's always sirens? About an hour ago, there were police sirens out there. I'm telling you, it happens every time. Doesn't matter what time of day. Yo, thanks for that. No, I forgot what they're called. Yo, love you too. The sirens, I think they're dependent on when I go live. I didn't hear sirens all day, or at least I didn't notice them until I go live. I'm getting some left-handed work in here too. Yo, it is something about that. It's so weird. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna feel bad. So I'm gonna actually have like cardio, swords. I'm just getting ready for February. So I'm kind of fighting like that. This is the last event, and I'm almost like in a way, I'm trying to stay pumped up for it, but at the same time, it's kind of a letdown already because I know after this, I'm not gonna have anything for like 3 months. Yeah, like 2 months, but still. So that sucks. Actually, I'm gonna switch back to right-handed. Yeah. See, that's what happens. You get all the heart meals out of the way earlier, then I don't have to do 100 reps right now, right? Oh, and it keeps asking people so there's now it's having me invite if I want to invite Shane to co-host. But I don't understand, like, all these pictures of people that's asking me to invite for a co-host, it look like they have nothing to do with armored fighting. Oh, well, we'll have plenty more heart me opportunities, I know it. Oh, no. I had a runny nose there for a second. Featherfall, thanks to Rosa. Bark, bark. Yo. And Wesley McCarthy, if you're back again, you were here earlier, right? I mean, I know you weren't in chat or anything, but someone McCarthy was here. The reason I remembered because I uploaded a video of Paul McCartney yesterday or whatever, and I thought it said something McCartney. It's kind of funny, in a way, TikTok would be like, go live while you're popular. I have this video that was doing pretty good, and it's just because my daughter and I went to that Paul McCartney show, right? So we walked around the stadium. She's like, we got to get there early. Like 3 hours early. I was like, at least. I was like, all right, because that's what time he gets to the venue. Because she wanted to try and catch him driving in to spot his car. And sure enough, we found a spot that had an official little area where you could sit there and watch him drive in. So we did. So I uploaded a video of it. But TikTok would be like, go live while your video is popular. And then nobody tunes in from it. That's, anyway, that's just how it is. Great concert. I said this before, but if you just tuned in, Kat, or we didn't talk about this earlier today, like, he's 80-something years old. Thanks for the likes. And he does a 3-hour show and doesn't even drink water, nothing. He just plays. Featherfall, you would have to yell at Paul McCartney to drink water. He doesn't drink anything for 3 hours. He just sits there and performs. It's crazy. Thanks for the likes. Hope everybody's having a good night. Thanks for the likes again. Anchorbeard is talking about something about that boosting feather, which I don't understand. I have it turned on. I guess mine's already been on. But when we were with What the World, like, it's just like, where's the thing that says he's being promoted? You split your wood by hand. Yo, wait, I missed something in chat. Everything just flew by so quick. What was that? Yo, you would be. Oh, man, I used to practice axes Taylor, if you're here, what's up, Taylor? I used to practice axe swinging for Boohurt by hitting a tree in my mom's backyard. It didn't even need, it was just an old tree. I used to take axe swings at it. Yo, Taylor, what's up? Hey, new look, I got a mustache. My fight is on Sunday. I wanted to have a mustache for it. Yo, Taylor, I owe you 100 right now. Here we go. This is for you, for not hurt me. Thanks, appreciate it. I started to stream off shirtless. It's 40 degrees out or something like that, but there's no breeze. I had to put a sweatshirt on though after like an hour. All right. Ugh, this set's for you. We're over 4,000 hits today, by the way. Catching up on chat in just a second. Well, I'm gonna slip. Slippery ass concrete. Featherfall, thanks for Rosa. Bark, bark. Yeah, it does that to me all the time. I totally get it. I saw that you had rejoined. I figured that happened. Bob is not in a hoodie. Bob is in a great sweater. This is a very nice Columbia sweater. The problem is, see this? You can kind of see this discoloration. Yo, Taylor, that happens all the time. I get it. See this discoloration? That's where the sun was hitting this in my closet for I don't know how long while I was on the rack. I went to get it out to wear it. It's like bleached. I was like, I can't wear it. It's a lot more noticeable in person. So, yo. Oh, I thought that was Foxham. That's somebody else. Is Foxham? Who's even still here? I haven't looked. Let's give a shout out real quick. Because not everybody chats. Yo, Michael's still here. All right. Elliot Stone. Too blunt for you. Steve. Jeez. Steve, what's up? Andy Treadway. Also. Michael. Catastrophe. Iron Jeeps. Taylor. Foxham. Foxham is here. How about that? I was wondering, I was like, is Foxham still? Oh, Foxham's here. Someone else joined that had or they didn't join. It's like asking me to ask them to co-host. I'm just leaning on Bob. Foxham, thanks for like. Yeah, I just like to give a shout out once in a while. I hope I'm not entertaining to keep y'all here for that long. Because I'm just like talking about whatever. Yo, Taylor. So that happens to me all the time. So today, What the World and Featherfall are both streaming at the same time. And I don't know, Feather, if you would have even noticed, I kept jumping back and forth to both of the chats because I kept going back and forth to hit the like button. But the thing is, like, I'm hitting the like button so much, so fast. It happens all the time where I'm hitting the button and then it just flips to something else. Like, and I don't even know what do we hit that makes it back, that makes you scroll out. I think it's so touchy. Do you know if you're hitting a like, when that heart goes on, it's a lot harder to swipe to another live? But sometimes it's like way too easy, and I don't know what the difference is. I have not seen Ever After. We were talking about that earlier, right? You were talking about that because I remember the conversation. I have not seen it though. Like, you know me, I haven't seen anything. Right. Well, let's just make sure this while we're at it. I get so paranoid that this thing's gonna forget the totals. Were you close to 5,000? 4,867. That's close. If it's midnight, we're close to 6,000. We're just gonna keep rolling for a little bit. Thanks for the rose, Featherfall. Bark, bark. Featherfall. It always has different voices too. That the guy that sounds like Featherfall. Thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. I don't know. My volume must be down because Is it down? No, it's up. I thought that it used to make. I thought that sometimes it'd make noises with gifts. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen anything like. I haven't seen name. I don't know if you want to name 5 movies. I'll tell you if I've seen any of them. Now I've seen movies, but it's been a while. But if you wanted to, and there's another one. It's asking for someone to co-host now, and they're not at all armored. These all look like fashion. All right, Princess Bride. I have great one. Yeah, I had my daughter watch it. She didn't think it was as cool as I did growing up. All right, I have seen that. Now, if you're naming stuff from back then, odds are I might have seen it. Good back scratcher here. Yeah. There's a lot of memes from that movie too. That I'm so glad that I saw that growing up, so I know the memes. I can relate to them. Tomorrow. So I fixed my gauntlet, by the way, too. I don't know if you remember, I was saying I had to go buy a washer. I went and got a washer, so I fixed that gauntlet. Gauntlets are both 100% ready to go. I got to fix my brig a little bit. Pirates of the Caribbean, I've not seen it, actually. Believe it or not. None of them. I can tell you there's a guy who's an octopus face or something. Or a squid face. Oh, no. Yeah. I haven't seen it. Johnny Depp, I think, is the guy, right, though? That plays the pirate. Oh, man. All right, I knew that, at least. I know Johnny Depp's in it, and there's a squid-faced pirate. I don't know if he's a good guy or bad guy. He looks like, I have a feeling he's a good guy. And I went and fought at Dragon Con, which is a huge, movie. Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I've seen every Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. So D, what's up? So we are, yeah, all right. So we got that. That's good. So that's 2 out of 3. And I fought at Dragon Con. Dragon Con is such a movie and entertainment industry celebration. And I had no clue who anyone was dressed up as. I felt kind of bad. I felt kind of guilty. Being that I signed up to fight there, it's a Boo Herder national event. So regardless, I am deserved to be there to fight in a tournament. But at the same time, I was like, for the people that went down there and were going to do all this stuff related to it, I was like, dude, I don't know who any of these actors, I don't know what any of these movies and stuff are. I felt kind of bad because it's a pretty prestigious event to get into, Dragon Con, just to fight there. But it's a Boo Herder national event. And we do put on a good show. We are the entertainment. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, but as far as, I'm sure that there's someone else who fights in armor who'd love to be down there at Dragon Con. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. You know what I was interested in? Is going down there, fighting, and finding a date to walk around with, which I did. And going out to the parties, which were great. Dude, I was at this rave. Did I even talk about this? I went to this rave the night before I was fighting till 2 a.m. So when they had the schedule come out for Dragon Con, I was looking and I was like, man, I only have 4 fights. I was like, it's still worth it to be down here. I was like, that's cool. So I went out the whole night before. I was doing this. That's the night that I went out. No, that's not the night someone got hit by a car. That was a different night. So I went out going all over the place. Woo! I went to this rave. I was at some rave at maybe it's 2 or I don't even know. I think they started at 2 till 5 or 2 till 6. Maybe it's 3 a.m. till 6. I get back to my hotel room. I slept 4 hours. I wake up. I'm like, I was like, all right, easy day. I get down there, it's a full schedule. I got to fight 16 people. I was like, this isn't good. It's I've been looking at the schedule for weeks. It said I had 4 fights. I get down there, I didn't realize there's a whole huge event. That's crazy. I'm lucky I won something down there because I hadn't slept. I was out drinking the night before. You know, it would have helped for me to know that it was a huge event. But they could just, the only schedule I had 4 fights. 2 longsword duels, 2 buckler duels. I get down there, I have like something like 12 longsword fights and 6 buckler fights or something like that. Maybe it was like 10. Either way, whatever. It was like, I had like to fight 16 people. And then I had to fight in the finals. Off of 4 hours of sleep and go into a rave. In my armor, by the way. Which if I would have live streamed, it would have been great. That's before we did any of the live streams on here going out in armor. I didn't really think about doing that. Thought it would be fun. Next year. Oh, next year we go down there. We'll live stream it. It's a great live stream. If you thought the Halloween stuff was good, like that's even better as far as people dressed up, the interactions we'll have with people. All right, we got 21 minutes to see where we're at. If we get close to 6,000 hits, we'll go on a little bit longer. Because 6,000 puts us right back on track. I skipped yesterday, so I'm behind today. If we hit 6,000, then we're back on track, and then I might as well do a couple more. I don't want to be up too late. Maybe we'll do a bonus half hour. The thing is, I gotta start being able to wake up at like 7 a.m. because those fights Sunday, I gotta be up at like 7 and like out of the hotel. So I gotta be able to start getting on an early morning schedule. Y'all know I keep saying I'm gonna go stream. I'll be on at like 8 in the morning. Anakin. Sorry, I couldn't read it from back there. I didn't realize you have to comment. Yeah, it's a great. When I got this is like 1995. Great, you're right. And it's just like here. This is my. This is what I'm fighting with Sunday. You know, the balance is almost the same on it. This is where the sword balance is on here. That one is actually almost about the same. Yo, heck yeah. Oh, Donnie. Oh, shoot. As soon as I get off of here, I'm practicing mine. Well, I'll be totally ready. Yo, Donnie. Yep. Donnie, we're pick Featherfall. Thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Donnie and I are finding the biggest. Yep. Donnie's been here when you were here, Nikki. I'm pretty sure. We're picking the tallest hill, the highest hill in our county. Right? And that's what we're for the bazooka duel. This here is what we're using Sunday. Anakin, that's cool. That yeah, fighter jets. Kinda. See, that's not sharp, but this is the one I'm using, and that plastic sword. It's lighter than this, but the balance is about the same. Oh yes, Feather. Oh, hey, thanks, Feather, and thanks for hanging out. By the way, it was good to see you. Good to see a stream earlier today too. Congrats on your live for all the viewers you had. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for all those roses and stuff. For hanging out. And this is the sword I'm using Sunday, so we'll get a couple reps in it. I usually don't use it for a couple reasons. I have to redo the grip. I can feel it's kind of sliding around in my hand. I got this piece of metal that should be glued in here, and it's slipping, which means that I need to redo it. Which I probably won't do on the live stream. I'll have to reconsider. I don't want to take this whole grip apart and redo it. But I can feel when it's moving around, sliding around a little bit. That's the thing that sucks, having another piece of metal in here. What I should do is I should rivet the whole thing together. But I won't. This is I gotta practice this combo. This is the good old 1-2 for Sunday. I like this one though. You can hear it rip through the wind, even for being like a kind of lightsaber. A lightsaber. I don't know if Anakin is still in chat. A light saber, literally, it's light. Nikki, what's up again? Santino, yo. So that the thing with that grip though, it kind of messes with. So when that grip is sliding around, that extra piece of metal I have in there, what it does is it actually makes my fingers work a little bit because I'm trying to keep it from moving, and actually kind of like, if you did this, thanks for the share, ZB, yo, thanks for the share. So if you're doing do this 100 times, it wears out your whole arm. So swing that saber when that grip when that metal piece inside is a little loose, kind of messes my forearm up a little bit. We might take it apart. Maybe we'll do that. We'll fix my brig. I have to reevaluate it. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Cross block. I don't know what a cross block is. If you got in a description real quick. Cross block. If you're talking about, I can show you some things I like to do for blocks. So, yo, unknown, what's up? All right, we'll see. So this, I usually like to. I have a different buckler I usually use for this. A lot of times, if I'm blocking like this side, I do actually usually like to rest it on the shield. A lot of times. Skull Basher, whoa, what's up? My typical block is this. So I got this whole side covered, and this is a whoop. I can go up to my head. I can try and intercept something this way. A lot of times it's going to come from this side. So punch blocking. So that's the thing. This is the look to. I have my fight Sunday, and this is the look for it for fight day, because I got the saber. So this is the look. I'm the saber guy now. Yo, 1010, thanks, I appreciate it. I'm gonna try and dye it black tomorrow. Maybe that's what we'll do. Dye it black. I'll fix my buckler. Maybe we'll do some other things early in the morning. I have to wake up early, meaning I'm probably getting off here at midnight. I hope we're around 5,000 hits though, at least. If we're close to 6, we'll hit 6 before we get off. But if we're like 500, 5,400, we'll just end it there. I need to peek and see where we're at, actually. This thing always likes to reset somewhere after the second round. Nope, it's still going. We're almost at 5,400 right now. Maybe I'll redo the grip on this. Dye my mustache black. I can fix my buckler. I'll start laying stuff out to pack. I'll make sure everything's all set. Maybe we'll do that in the morning, because I got to start getting ready for this trip. Fighting Sunday, I don't want to be running around the last minute looking for stuff. We're going till midnight, 12:30, depending if... I guess we're going till 12:30 looking at the clock, or the time on here now. This is also day 150, by the way. And if you notice sometimes too, somebody asked about a cross block and then they left. So why would I even show it to somebody who's not going to stick around? But I generally, like, if someone's swinging, a lot of times I can just come back like this, just out of habit, because for one, having it on the shield, at least if they're swinging at that random time, this backs it up a little bit. Oh, do you know what I'll do? I can't right now, only because I don't exactly know I don't exactly know what it looks like. If you come back another time, what I will do, I promise you, when I get off the live stream, I took a screenshot of that, and I will look it up. And if and that way, next time you come by, if you come by again, I can say, "Oh yeah, let's do it," or "No, I think I would get hurt." So thanks for the follow. I will look it up before I go to bed. Because yeah, who knows? Maybe I can. But if it's something crazy like up in the air, like I might not. I've drop kicked. Oh yeah, in case no one has seen, I have drop kicked him on the live before. I did it one time 4 times. I don't want to do that again. I thought I was gonna die. Okay, I will look up. Maybe I'll even do it in my fight Sunday. If I do, I will lose. I don't know, because it depends. If I'm winning, if I'm winning really good, I don't mess around. If I'm ever in a tournament and I know I'm not gonna get like a medal, a lot of times I just go to fun mode and I'll do stuff like that. Yeah, we'll see. So I'll look it up though, and we'll see. Sometimes I even bounce it off my own buckler. I think it's a legit move. I don't want to be doing it too loud right now because I'm sure the neighbors are like, "Will this dude ever stop?" But yeah, sometimes I even like bring it back, and instead of having to come all the way back like this, it's a great move. I think draw it back. You bounce it off your shield. That equal force has an opposite reaction. You give it a little punch, send your sword forward. You don't have to waste all that time and I'm Pittsburgh. You're west. That's Western. See, I'm from the USA where we don't learn geography. That's like above. That's kind of Western Canada, right? You'd have to help me out because no joke, and you might know that people in this country are stupid when it comes to geography. So we're trying to. Oh well, yeah. Here, if you got 1 second, little red man, and just for about Skull Basher. So if I die at Black, I'm gonna keep it at least till after Black Friday. Because I'm gonna dress up in armor and go out Black Friday shopping, most likely. I'm doing it after I work a night shift, and then after that I'll probably shave it, and we'll start growing the beard out for my next tournament. The biggest tournament in the U.S. is in February, and we'll let it grow for that. So I think it's a lot of fun. I don't know which side you're on though. Are you like Western Canada? If you are, like, all those places, like I'm sure that you have better scenery than we do here, for one. I don't know. I'd recommend maybe something to cities I've been to. Like Denver was cool. Even Salt Lake City was different. Salt Lake City's kind of different though, because it's like a Mormon area, and they actually had a lot of rules. Like back when I went to Utah, to Salt Lake City with this stuff, boy, was that not a good thing to have up there. I used to do that back in the day. You want to know how I even got it? They actually had a search. I rode a bus, and I had the bag, and I tied up really, really nice and taped up, and I put in the bottom of a Coke cup, like the fountain drink, and I buried it like under all the ice, and I had actual Coke in it. So whenever I walked around, like, they didn't take my drink. They looked through all my bags, and I sat there with my drink, and it was in the ice, like, and I was just drinking out of it, and they didn't look at it. Luckily, because I would probably been in a lot of trouble. But yeah, I mean, they got like I don't know. If you ever do, at least my area. I'm in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a cool area to visit, but it's kind of boring at night. There's not a whole lot that goes around down here. I was thinking like, yeah, I'll have some good recommendations for you, and then I realized I kind of don't. Juan, what's up, Juan? Let's see, we got at least 6 minutes. We'll see where we're at in 6 minutes. I don't know if I'm gonna get another half hour. We'll see what the numbers are looking like. Like, you know, I need to start making sure I get sleep. I'm fighting Sunday. You know, I can't be up to like 1 a.m. Maybe what we'll get off at midnight. At midnight, we'll put the sword down. We'll see what number we're at. Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up early. I promise I'll wake up early, dye the mustache, fix my brigandine that I'm fighting in. We'll redo the grip on that sword. I need to fix my buckler, so that's ready to go. And we'll start like pre-packing stuff. Maybe I'll even take some of my steel armor. We'll put the legs on. I have a whole third set of armor I've never even put together yet, and I need to. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow too. I need to clean my chainmail for my face. Oh, I need to actually fix a couple of the chainmail links on it. Z-Pack, what up? So yeah, we'll go till we got 5 minutes of hits on Bob, and we'll kind of wrap it up. And you know, every time I start talking about that, watch how many people come by. Fox is back. See, yo, Z-Pack, Paul, did I? Yeah, oh, that was McCartney. Yeah. Jeez, I'm thinking I fight in armor, and I have my fight is on Sunday, and I'm thinking like I'm in like Paul. I'm thinking Paul in armor. Yeah. We went to Columbus too. I don't know. Just you could have gone too. So I don't know if you know, but you know, at his age, he does a 3-hour show in 3 hours, and he doesn't even drink water. He just goes. He in Pittsburgh. He didn't even go off stage for the encore. They just kept going. In Columbus, they went off stage and came back, but here everyone was just up screaming. They just went right into it. It was like a 3-hour concert. Yo, nice. Heck yeah. I was just trying to tell someone if they were from Canada in chat, if they came to the U.S., this is a cool city to check out. But I think sometimes at night, there's not a lot going on. If people like to, there's lots of things that you can find, but it's not like downtown has all the nightlife. You know, you have to kind of go around and look online where to go. Oh, nice. Yeah, you know, so my daughter is like a Beatles genius. I know a lot. Like we went to Ringo too, and so personally, I kind of like Ringo's stuff out of all of them. You know, the most. But of course, Paul is definitely. There's so many. What does Paul have? Like 700 songs. Like there's so many great songs. Either way, but so my daughter's favorite's Paul, and man, she was like, we gotta go early. She's like, he shows up like 3 hours before the concert. I'm like, all right. So we get down. It's freezing out. We get down there, but we started walking around the arena and around the back where the cars pull in. We just happened to find that they had a barrier set up, and like he's gonna pull in here. You know, when he does, he'll roll the window down and say hi to everybody. Like, but you have to be in this little section because he doesn't roll the window down until he gets to the end. I'm like, oh, like awesome. So, my daughter had all this professional makeup done, you know. She was crying, like happy crying afterwards. So that was cool. I'm glad we got to go. She was saying that Paul and Ringo are touring together next year, maybe. Yeah, we were there. We waited for probably 25 minutes. It was worth it though. It was pretty cool to see that. And then it's like freaking 3 hours long. 3-hour long concert. He just goes. I don't know how he does it. But yeah, my content is like armored fighting stuff, and I live stream like this kind of exercise things every day. I have a fight Sunday, and so once in a while, if we do something different, I upload a little clip of it. It's just cool that Paul like drove right by, you know. And her favorite ever. She's such a genius. She could tell you like any Beatles song with like, they do those things where you get a 3-second clip in reverse of a song and she'll know what it is. Like she'll be like, let's let it be. I'm like, you know, crazy. She can guess the song off of like the 1 second, you know, they'll play, guess the song from 1 second. I'm probably fighting like I think there's 16 people in longsword, so 8 people in longsword at least, and I'm fighting probably 6 or 7 in buckler, like each. So I probably have like 16 duels coming up Sunday. I'm gonna live stream it too. And Stefan, what's up? If you're there, so yeah, so I'm fighting a lot of people. Actually, yeah, it's not. I shouldn't say it's not just one fight. Fight day, I got a bunch of people. At least 8 people in longsword. If I get to the finals, and then you know, good bit in buckler. I'll be Saturday. We gonna live stream the event. The 5-on-5 fights are Saturday, and then Sunday. As long as I have a place to set the camera, I'll live stream mine. And the last time I live streamed my buckler fights, I won 2nd place, which was cool. To actually win a medal on my own live stream. We got till midnight to get these hits, so we'll get the total. Let's see where we're at for tonight. And I don't even... Oh, that's midnight. Let's see how many hits we got. Oh. This is day 150, by the way. So, all right. Let's get the total out here. Did we hit 5,000 hits? We did. We got 5,830 hits in tonight. I tapped it once, so there. Oh, I tapped 5,830. So let's write this down. Thanks for the likes. Crazy number. I would stay up and do a little bit more, but man, I'm serious. If I don't start getting to sleep, I need to make sure I get enough sleep before my fights. Nothing like a good night of sleep before you fight 16 to 20 people in an event. And so if you don't know, these are rounds. Like you go a minute. Longsword is a minute rounds. You got at least 2 rounds. And if it's a tie, you go a third. You got a 30-second break in between. Fighting in armor with a longsword. And then if it's tied or close, if you're within a couple points, they'll make you fight a 3rd round. Because it's humans that count it. So like, well, you know, it could have gone either way. So let's make it for sure. One time there's a fight with 7 rounds. That's like unheard of. 5,830. So we got 5,830 on day 150. That puts us over 440,000, which is crazy. I wonder if we'll hit 450,000 before the event. But yeah, all right. So I'm probably gonna. We'll be on tomorrow. I'm gonna dye the mustache. We're gonna fix my buckler. I'm gonna fine tune the rest of my chest armor that needs redone, and I need to redo that saber grip because it's. I need to tighten up the grip inside. So we'll do those 4 things in the morning, as long as I can wake up in time. Then we'll be on about same time tomorrow night to get some more hits on Bob. But I can't be up till midnight. We'll see how things go. So yo, yeah, nice. Let me just hold this up one more time because I do need to save this for the clip for later. Just so I can see how many, because when I make the little highlight videos, see where we're at. So yeah, well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Let's give a little shout out for who's still left. Fox, I was just gonna say, is Foxum here? Foxum, Taylor, Michael, Andy, Steve. Bro, y'all are too nice for hanging out this whole time. Steve, it's good to see you, by the way. All right, well, I'm gonna twist this mustache up. I'm gonna get ready for bed here in a little bit. I hope everybody has a good rest of the night. And well, maybe we'll see you tomorrow. I should be on tomorrow at least twice. Thanks for tuning in.